Fear today isn't about fantasy or distant threats. It's rooted in everyday survival and global instability. These 10 fears reflect what people genuinely worry about, from personal security to decisions made far above their control. 1. Not having enough money. This is the most widespread fear because it never stops. Money determines where you live, what you eat, the healthcare you receive, and how much freedom you actually have. Running out of money doesn't usually happen overnight. It's a slow squeeze. Bills pile up, savings disappear, and every decision becomes stressful. Even people who are doing okay fear falling behind because one accident, one illness, or one job loss can collapse everything. It's not just financial pressure, it's mental exhaustion, loss of dignity, and the constant feeling of being trapped. 2. Cyber terrorism. Modern society is held together by digital systems most people never see. Hospitals rely on servers, banks rely on networks, and power grids rely on automated controls. Cyber terrorism targets those invisible weak points. A serious attack could shut down electricity, freeze bank accounts, or disable emergency services within hours. What makes it terrifying is how silent it is. No explosions, no warning, just systems failing all at once. People fear how unprepared governments and institutions really are. 3. Biological warfare. Biological weapons are terrifying because you can't see them, hear them, or run from them. An outbreak can start before anyone realizes it's intentional. By the time authorities respond, it may already be too late. Fear spreads faster than the disease itself. Panic, isolation, distrust, and breakdown of social order follow quickly. People remember how disruptive global health crises already were, and they know biological warfare would be far worse by design. 4. Pollution of drinking water. Clean water is something most people take for granted until it's gone. When drinking water becomes polluted, everything stops. You can't cook, clean, or stay healthy. Long-term contamination means chronic illness, birth defects, and permanent damage to communities. The fear comes from how little control individuals have. If the system fails or is compromised, there is no easy escape and no quick fix. 5. Loved ones passing away. This fear cuts deeper than logic. Losing someone you love permanently alters your life. It's not just grief, it's the loss of shared future plans, routines, and identity. People fear the phone call, the silence, and the moment life splits into before and after. No amount of preparation truly softens the impact, which is why this fear stays close to the surface. 6. Loved ones becoming sick. Illness is a slow-moving fear. It brings uncertainty, waiting rooms, test results, and unanswered questions. Chronic or serious sickness drains emotional energy and financial stability at the same time. Watching someone suffer while being unable to fix it creates a deep sense of helplessness. This fear isn't about one moment. It's about prolonged struggle and the possibility of things getting worse. 7. The United States. Being involved in World War III. When people talk about World War III, they're really talking about total global disruption. When America becomes fully involved, alliances activate, economies destabilize, and civilian life changes immediately. Supply chains collapse, resources become scarce, and digital warfare expands alongside physical conflict. The fear isn't just violence, it's the collapse of normal life worldwide. 8. Russia using nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapons represent instant, irreversible destruction. Entire cities could be erased in minutes. The fear is amplified by how openly nuclear threats are discussed in modern geopolitics. People know there's no meaningful defense, no recovery plan, and no way to undo the damage. It's the ultimate example of how fragile civilization really is. 9. Economic collapse. An economic collapse doesn't just affect numbers, it affects real lives. Jobs vanish, Savings lose value, pensions disappear, and basic necessities become expensive or unavailable. People fear chaos, desperation, and social unrest that follow financial breakdowns. History has shown that once confidence in the economy breaks, the damage spreads fast and unevenly. 10. Corrupt government officials. Corruption at the top poisons everything below it. When leaders act in their own interest, laws stop protecting citizens and start protecting power. Public trust disappears, accountability vanishes, and people feel abandoned by the very systems meant to serve them. This fear is quiet, but constant, because it affects every other issue on the list. Thanks for watching. We just started out, so if you liked the video, please subscribe and let me know in the comments what you want me to discuss next.